we're back.
I mean, we send them in, we tell them what we think of the games, some of the favorite games we play, the genres, and they actually read these things. They don't just go, oh, we actually got a response, and talk about, no, they look at these things and they go, okay, they like this, and this type of game. Oh, they felt that maybe we should improve on this type of game. You know, when they make forums for us, they actually read these forums. But no one's actually complaining about some of the bad stuff. Some of y'all complain about some of the most dumbest shit in the world. Oh, during the cutscene it looked a little pixelated. Are you fucking kidding me?
Or some of these motherfuckers that say Sonic doesn't have enough friends. Start bringing more friends.
It looked a little pixelated? What about the fact that when you cast this spell, your screen goes all haywire? What about if you go into a certain room, your game will freeze? Come on, complain about the real things. Or maybe you didn't like the storyline. Like, complain about things that mattered. Complain at the fact, this is Final Fantasy 8. It kind of reminded me of the storyline, 7 a bit. Come on, actually complain about real things. They actually listen. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this in a sense of me just trying to be an asshole. I'll admit, I've never sent in a game card. I mean, I'd probably complain on the forums if I actually cared, but I actually play the good games. If I play the bad games, I look at it like the plague and I give it to one of my dumbass cousins who don't know any better.
I like the way he put it.
I mean, actually complain about the real things. Stop complaining about, graphics. Graphics are not everything to... Come on. If you're a gaming fan, there's no reason to complain about graphics. I understand, you have an HD TV, you want it to look the best, but let's be honest. Crap can look... You put it in a fucking suit and a tie, and that should have looked like fucking Sammy Davis Jr. in the good days. When the Rat Pack were the shit. But that doesn't mean it's fucking Sammy Davis Jr. I mean, it ain't gonna dance like him. It's not gonna entertain you like him. At the end of the day, it's just to up the graphics as many times as you want. That doesn't make it a great game.
This has been proven countless times, mind you.
Countless times before.
And we have no one to blame but ourselves as fans. This is the point I'm trying to make to y'all. We as fans make the games. I mean, when God of War first came out, now, I like God of War. I've talked about God of War before, and I know most of the time it ain't good, but it's mainly because, you know what? Yes, there was a lot of sexual content in it. And what was the reason why? Who was the reason why we had a lot of sexual content? We loved fucking games that were sexual. We always wanted sex.
Pussy,
Now,
fucking, ass, titty, sick, pussy, fucking.
Now, God of War counted as an action adventure. I remember the first action adventure game I ever played. Tomb Raider. Where the fuck have we gone? We went from an actual game where you ran around and there was puzzles and you seriously thought to fucking no more than running around a stage and shooting. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about God of War. God of War had puzzles. You actually got stuck in that game. And I'm talking about 1, not 2. 2 was too... 2, they just said, you know what? Fuck this. We're not going to try anymore. We're going to just give them what they want. Less puzzles, more ass, tits, cursing, blood, gore, whatever you want.
I never really got into the God of War series.
The first God of War, there was blood and gore, yes. They had that one little sexual minigame. 1! After that, you didn't get that much sexual content in it. Yes, they had a few moments of nudity, but that's actually how, what, you expect the fucking Medusa to actually wear a bra? Come on.
ILOLs.
These are how it was in the actual mythology. That's why I didn't get too upset about it.
That's how Greeks roll, right?
That's how Greeks roll. I mean...
This is Sparta!
That's why I didn't complain too much about the original God of War. Because it made me think. I got stuck in the original God of War. There were puzzles. I remember there was one puzzle where, you had to actually counterbalance... No, actually, it was different. The one that I got stuck on was the one where you had to literally get to the top of a fucking cliff before you got stuck with spikes. And that puzzle had me stuck for maybe at least a week.
I would have gone to Game FAQs. Fuck that.
You would. Yeah. But now we get games where it's pretty much the equivalency of a gory version of a hack and slash. That's what adventure games are now. Just gory versions of hack and slashes. Now, I've heard a lot of...
didn't do so good.
Now, when it comes to the fandom of hack and slash games, there's no bigger name than Koei with their classic Dynasty Warriors. Come on. You want to know why that game has not changed? Because nothing's broke. Yes, we've had changes to the roster, and you know what? They suffer from the same thing I say, fucking, what's it called suffers from? The sports games. If it's really that simple, you might as well, update a roster. But they don't do that. So I kind of understandable why you buy the new game. But in all technicality, the storyline's the same. You got the same characters. You got the same abilities.
Oh, and you still got that same roach.
Oh, Lubu.
Yeah.
The most overpowered, now overrated character.
Fuck win.
I mean, literally, I could honestly say this. There's a Terry Bogard for every genre.
Oh, wow!
Nice.
There is literally one character who has been so overused in a genre, it's gotten to the point where you're just like, fuck, he used to be cool. For the hack and slash genre, you have Lubu. Lubu's name has popped up so many times. He's been so overused, he might as well just start, doing pummel waves. Wear a fucking cap and go, come on!
Oh, shit.
Look, but you know what? This is why we have people like Tadakatsu Honda, alright? There you go.
Yup, Tadokatsu Hana was pretty much the Rock Howard. He was Rock Howard. He was a refreshment talking about, just as powerful, but 10 times as fucking cool. Are you kidding me?
And he didn't look like a roach.
Yeah, he didn't look like a complete douchebag.
Oh, look, man, I'm riding red hair, and I'm riding around with a giant...
He didn't look like a
toothpick.
giant douchebag. He didn't look like a giant douchebag.
By the way, just to ask you, you play this Tadakatsu Honda and then Orochi Warriors, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I thought so.
but you gotta unlock his ass, and you have to impress him.
Oh, yeah. That's,
You have to prove your
I
worth
still
to that
haven't
man, and
unlocked
I was
that.
like,
No, I locked him in 2, but I haven't unlocked him in 1. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, they made unlocking those him and Lubu
The
easier.
most powerful characters in 1, to get the real powerful characters, it was a bench. It's a real bitch.
Yeah, for Lubu, you have to beat him in the eighth levels of 8th EX levels. And man, I remember this one time, me and Outlaw Kai was just rolling up on this guy. We was kicking his ass. We kept him in the air. The moment he got down, he did this. He zipped past me and did this bum rush attack on him. I was standing there looking at him like, did he just die in one hit?
Yeah, but you know what? There's one genre that we as fans that I partially blame myself for. And you know what? We're all to blame for this. There's a game coming out, which if I'm correct, it hasn't come out yet. It's coming out. Street Fighter 4.
Oh, it's coming out the 17th.
Someone who loved fighting games growing up, we all grew up on Mortal Kombat, the original Street Fighter. I mean, this opened the door for a lot of us. We as fans should be ashamed of Street Fighter 4. It is not Capcom's fault. They have jumped on the bandwagon, as all other gaming developers have. They no longer make games that are true to themselves. They make it now to what the gamers like. And unfortunately, we as real gamers have lost out to the half-assers.
Why do you say this?
I say this because those of us who've been playing games since we were young, we know what a real game is. A real game has a storyline. It has texture. It has a in-depth system. These half-ass gamers don't know what the fuck it is. Street Fighter 4 is the most half-cocked, bullshit fucking game I've ever seen from Capcom. And we've seen a lot from them before.
Hold up, gotta stop it. Stay tuned for the next part.